Okay, and welcome to minute 25, and let me just preface this with, holy shit guys, you are gonna love it. Americans just advance in a big way, as you can see, basically across the board. Even up top, they get more balls and start running men up through the mud and everything. But yeah, while they do this, bad things start to happen to them. Boom. And another. And as you can see by the infantry context, that is tank crews bailing out. Yeah. Let's have a look at the what is it? This is the western side. I always get them confused. I don't know why. Right. Basically, the tanks sort of munch away at the men in the bunker, unfortunately. And see these mines? That's mines, and they just go completely over them and don't hit anything. It's incredibly annoying. And that definitely kills at least 2 men, probably more. That was just a spotting round from our artillery. Possibly the tank shot its own people then, who knows? But yeah, a lot of fire. It's hard to see how much of it was effective though. Yeah, poor 8 Company headquarters is wiped out now. It's a pity, but the tanks were just shooting the absolute shit out of it, so not entirely unexpected. As you can see, the mortars are here, machine guns are here, so I thought they were setting up on this line and redirected the mortar mission from here to this line. Right, let's have a look at the other side. As you can see, the Americans get a lot more ballsy. This lot's still going to just chill out, and the anti-tank gun kills at least 1 man over here. Quite a precise shot. But yeah, they push up and then start crossing over here. Start moving up. We can see them slogging through the mud. These guys are spots from heavy machine guns. So they, as you can see, they start taking pot shots. I'm not sure if they get anyone. I don't think so, but they do pin them at least. And look, more men break out of the bushes and charge across here. Looks like a weapons platoon as well. Yeah, there's heavy machine guns coming over there. Yeah, overall, nothing super exciting. I don't think there's any casualties on either side. We're in about the same position as always. We've got 16 AP shells left. Right, next up. Hello and welcome to turn 26. And you know how they say the middle child is always the boring one? Well, this is a bit true for this one, but don't worry. The next turn has everything you could ever want. But for now, we're going to look at a bunch of troops marching around. So yeah, the heavy machine guns shoot at these guys, pin them, but some get through and start crawling. Some fire. This machine gun over here takes 2 casualties, the American one, and they just, even the mortars and stuff, just charge out of this hedgerow. I couldn't believe my eyes as I was watching it. It must be an entire American company just hurtling across the field, and like I don't even know what to say about this. It's madness. Yeah, there at least. You can see the infantry context by the tanks. That's the crews, but one is on fire and completely dead. And yeah, that's the non-on-fire one taking more hits from the Marder. And I kind of realised that the Americans are going to slam a lot of troops into this hedgerow next turn. So we'll take a closer look at that. Right, so let's have a closer look at this ridiculous American charge. As you can see, they shoot the bunkers a bit, which is unfortunate, but I think we got someone there, and we definitely get 2 over there. Ooh, I think it might have been a Marder, actually. Mortar starts spotting in. Oh yeah, the Marder's shooting in. Yeah, there are a lot of Americans crossing this field. Holy shit. And even the mortars have come to join the party, which is ridiculous because surely we're going to be inside their minimum range here. I don't really understand what they're doing, to be completely honest. Like, do they just need bodies that badly? They must have a lot of men. Like, I really don't get it. Over here, yeah, you can see machine gun casualties. I'm not sure if it was our machine gun or the Marder. Over here, I think this is tank crew. Yep, tank crew. Tank crew. Laters, guys. Let me just take a screenshot of that. But, you know, it's been real. Alright, let's go look at the other side of the map. Right, let's take a look from our little machine gun nest. As you can see, guys in the mud. And they start taking pot shots at them. Don't know if anyone's killed, but hopefully. Oh yes, that sound reminded me. We have a bit of unfortunateness here. See this HQ that is calling in the artillery strike? Wow. Yep. Yep. As you can see, a piece of shrapnel from their own artillery kills one of the men. Lovely. Yeah, the Americans kind of get pinned in this mud, but more and more and more and more of them keep breaking the forest here. I don't know what's going on. It seems like an interesting choice. Oh, hopefully we get someone. This guy, he's sliding on the mud, being pushed by his friend. Yeah, they get pinned by machine guns. He's got what looks like a bar rifle. Fire keeps going over at this sort of hedgerows, but I don't think we achieve anything. The anti-tank gun killed somebody. Sometime during this turn. Ah, there we go. So this guy's hiding, and the anti-tank gun gets him. Yay. Speaking of, how are we going for ammo? 12 rounds left. I think I might switch them off. Yeah, otherwise pretty dull. Like, just the fire back and forth, nothing too thrilling. They're still very long range, so we've got them pinned nicely. And finally, let's have a look at this wonderful, wonderful thing that happens. Well, not that wonderful. He explodes. Boom, he's dead. Man down. This is the tank who's running away. And this guy sort of starts to take some hits. Because the Marder's like, hey, he's not on fire. I wonder what I should do about that. Even though, yeah, you can see his tank crew running the hell away. How many of them there are? There are quite a lot, apparently. Okay, well, I have memories of the Marder shooting. I think maybe not. Ah, there we go. Yeah, we've got a partial penetration. It's right there on the whatever the thing is called. I always forget. I think this tank is pretty broken. And another one right there. Yeah, I'm feeling good about how busted this guy is. Right, on to the next turn. The fun turn. I hope you guys are ready for this, because this has been an interesting 3 minutes. Right away, you can see the Americans charging in on this hedgerow, and just everyone we have opens up. The artillery comes in a big way along this, but I don't think there's anyone there. I did shift it forward, but that doesn't seem to have taken to the adjustment, so who knows. Over here, these guys take some fire from the heavy machine guns and a few other pieces. I kind of turn off everyone's fire orders because essentially they were pinning everyone and we couldn't actually see anyone to shoot at. But a good lot comes through here. I saw probably 2 squads worth of men crossing the little inundation. We'll take a closer look at this later, don't you worry. But yeah, otherwise we take a couple of casualties, but nothing too severe. Yep, alright, let's get in there and take a closer look. Okay, so I've turned off trees just so you can see, hopefully, a bit better what's going on. Yeah, we just shoot the shit out of this hedgerow. And this first rifle grenade, I don't know if you can see it, perfectly pegs 2 infantry. It's an incredible shot. I think this one gets one as well. No, maybe not. There's another one that comes from over there that gets one. Artillery comes down at the back on this far hedgerow. I adjusted it to this hedgerow, but it doesn't seem to have listened. I don't know why. The machine guns over here start putting a bit of fire, but you know, we are kind of busy. Yeah, you can see the streaks there. Marder finishes off the tank and then decides, oh, I've got some infantry to shoot at. But look at this, their mortars up in the front row. I don't know what is going on. Yeah, well, that was something, wasn't it? Okay, so this is the final minute and the Americans rush up to the hedge line and engage in probably one of the most intense gunfights I've ever seen in combat mission. This is some shit, so hold on to your hats. Don't know how many, it's probably 2 platoons of men, and I've just ordered everyone just to blow the absolute shit out of the hedge line. As you can see, they get up there eventually and start shooting back, but like, there's definitely some casualties there. Holy shit. Even the Marder's getting in on the action. Like, fuck me. That is some shit. Like, wow. Okay, on the far side, by the seaside, we can see the Americans going for a bit of a dip. If we tilt across, there's sporadic fire with this hedgerow, but yeah, not a lot happens, so I'm not really going to show it. There's 3 men there who very stubbornly just take pot shots at the houses. Right. As you can see, decent number of guys crossing here, heading into these woods. And there's men moving up here through the mud. The heavy machine guns, I saw them last turn, so ordered them to just rake the area. Hopefully they get someone. They disappear, which means they're probably cowering. Some guys made it through, yeah, a bit like there. But they can be spotted by the houses, so you can probably get some fire on them next turn. Yeah, you can see like the tracks going across the stream, decent amount of guys. More there, I think some made it out of the mud. These guys are probably pinned by the heavy machine gun fire. Overall, quiet, the usual trading fire at long range. But it looks like the Americans now set up to begin an assault on the town. Oh, there's a headquarters unit. Right here. Who sees him? Oh, it's our 8th Company headquarters that does it. Interesting. Right. Okay, let's have a look at our position by the fort. This heavy machine gun here is doing good work. It can see not a lot. It's got reverse slopes, but when they're standing there, it can shoot them. It also, actually, this is strange, it seems to have lost a lot of sight. It's probably because they're pinned and hiding. So when they pop up, they'll be able to start working again. They're a bit exposed though. The Marder has got some guys it can see, so it's in a pretty good position to shoot a few high explosive shells. Same with this one. This is machine gun headquarters. I think he's been forced back by American fire. This guy as well, they're pinned. Just a lot of American shots coming out of there. Same with these guys, they've taken a pair of casualties and are nearly pinned. Same here, pair of casualties, nearly pinned. They've taken the brunt of it. These guys, seem to have dropped their fire orbit. They can see most of this chunk. They can see this. They can see this. This is all 2nd platoon. Sorry, this is 3rd platoon here. This is 2nd platoon here. They're a bit mixed in. I shuffled a few guys off the trenches because the trenches can't see past this hedge, so I want to get maximum firepower on the American hedgerow, which they have a lot of guys in. Machine gun's a bit iffy. Its leader's been killed and it's gotten pinned by that, and it can't see particularly well anyway. You can see a little bit, but it's iffy. It's only this section past the hedge. Nothing. This bit cuts it off. Not all bad though. Same here, of course they've popped the leader again, who has the small machine gun, which is the most useful thing at these ranges. But yeah, still working. We have a Panzerschreck team here and a Panzerschreck team hiding against this hedge. They're hidden, the Americans probably can't see them. And the tanks are about just under 200 meters away. Unlikely to spot them until they get quite close to this hedgerow though. Whether they will is iffy because they must know we have Panzerfaust and Panzerschrecks. Same for these guys, a little bit of injuries and pinning, but they're all shooting at the hedgerow as much as they can. I've ordered this is a squad of 1st Platoon. I've ordered him out of this bunker. Everyone in these two has been killed by the tanks, so we could have him add support and fire, but this one, before it was killed, did some good work along here, so yeah, if we were to recrew it while we distract the tanks, it would probably do a lot of damage to the Americans along here. There's probably, that's interesting, I'm not sure if this is coming from this direction or I'm moving around. This hedge is probably still full of Americans. We just can't see them. This is the 2nd Platoon of the garrison, just watching basically. I shuffled them around to get better spots and made this line across here. The Americans can't traverse this edge, so they have to go all the way around to there and come across. These guys were shooting down at the men in the mud, and we'll shortly be able to engage this lot, so I think they probably don't need to move for now. Further down we've got 1st Platoon of the garrison. Again, I've given mostly ceasefire their orders so the Americans don't get too... Well, so the Americans stick their heads up again, but they're about to get in a firefight in a big way. This one can be seen by him. He can't actually really see past this hedge very well, this hedge here. But, I mean, if they're standing or kneeling, he can maybe get shots. It's a bit annoying. He can still shoot over here and over here. I've split the squad out, there's a few guys in there, but yeah, the same again. There's no windows on this side of the building, there's only the 3 sides. So you can shoot over here if he needs to. This guy, these bloody bow cages make it quite difficult to see. Actually, you can't see shit. So maybe he needs to move. Oh, actually, I can see over there a little bit. But he can shoot over this way. Headquarters. This is 8th Company's 2nd Platoon Command, the Mortar Command. You can see for these guys, but he's got a pair of small machine guns and 3 rifles, so maybe you can do something. Slightly wrong range for the small machine guns, but he's doing good spotting work. It's possible we might want to... we've emptied those mortars, damn. What a waste. In all likelihood, we probably want to cancel this one because it's still coming down here, so... Yeah, this is the mission, and I don't think they're going to have guys there. I mean, I'd say I've moved them in case we wanted to adjust it, so let's have a look at adjusting it to just be really cruel and do that. 6 minutes. Yeah, we could probably do that. We could probably drop a bunch of high explosive on this hedgerow, and you got to remember they can't jump over it, they have to go around or around here, which is fun. Right, elsewhere, who sees? I'll show you who sees who. This guy spotted by this guy in the hedgerow house. HQ. The tanks are spotted by... Ooh, not that guy, he's just flashing. I think just the 80 gun positions. Yep. Pretty mixed, mostly who you would expect. Down here. Yes, that is mortar units on the front line. It is ridiculous. Same here. I would almost say we could probably bring this martyr up and have him lob shells down to this line. I wonder how far he would have to get. Let me just investigate that. Might not be too healthy for him, but yeah, he could do it from about there, because the Americans likely have bazookas. And yeah, but just a thought. Otherwise, the battalion HQ is hiding in this bunker. And yeah, the two Panzer Shreks are pretty close to the tanks. The tanks are there, so the Panzer Shrek is about 180 meters. He could probably crawl up here and shoot them in all likelihood. So if we want to try that, yeah, this guy's. We only have very bad. Looking through the Panzerfausts, we only have 30-meter Panzerfausts, so we only have the really, really bad ones, which is unfortunate. But hey, this guy can't see anything really, so he maybe wants to shuffle up. Yeah, overall, I think we're winning this fight. The Americans taking a lot more casualties. Let's have a look. See, I mean, this is an absolute. Like, what is going on here? There's definitely a bunch of dead guys. We can't see much of the dead ones. A bunch of cowering guys. Some shooting. Can't even see this guy. Where is he? Well, oh, there he is. He's in there. He's hiding as well. And a pair of unfortunate casualties. Oh, that was one of our squads. That was the squad. So they didn't actually lose anyone. They just had previous casualties, so they're a bit fragile in terms of morale. Right. Oh, and before we go off, dead. And this one, I mean, perfect marching. And I think a shell went in the. Maybe it hit that oak. Maybe, yeah, that was it. We got penetration, but it was that opening, it was the escape hatch. So yeah, they're definitely both. Oh, and there's a couple of dead Americans. Well, they've ignored the fact that two of their squad members are dead, and yeah, oh well. Interesting stuff, huh? Right. I think that pretty much covers it, so I will close this out and try and get the turn uploaded before I fall asleep.